Привіт, YouTube, це дядько мама YouTube channel, де я розповідаю свої відверті думки про талановитих музикантів. З його світу, як відомих, так і маловідомих артистів. Я описаю вам, що новини пабліка, щоб ви не будете розчаровані зовсім. Приєднуйтесь до мого каналу, де підписуйтесь, де відкривайте разом зі мною талановитих артистів. Now, my next reaction of today, I have reacted to this particular artist before, and I love his energy. I love his straight bluntness in his production. When he says it, he doesn't mean anything else. He clearly means what he says. You know, sometimes when somebody says something that's so blunt, and you have to ask the question, what do you mean by that? This particular artist, you don't need to ask, what do you mean by that? It is very clear in your face, right up close, and you cannot misguide what he's saying. It's as simple as that. The Zatlan and Dogs. Now, this particular track is called Rohan, and it's got here VOSTOK, the heroes of city of Ukraine and his residents, the armed forces of Ukraine and all its defenders. So I believe this is a tribute to what is close to his heart, and which is close to a hell of a lot of people's heart in this time of grievance and this time of destruction. That's what I call it. Look, I you know how I feel about it, and if you want to have any kind of conversation, please follow me on Instagram or Twitter or indeed Facebook. If you haven't done already, please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the notification button to indicate to you when my next uploads will be. I have now reacted to a hell of a lot of Ukrainian artists, and I have constantly been supporting Ukraine from I first started my reaction channel, and it's almost a Ukrainian artist almost every single day that I react to, because and I still haven't skimmed the surface. There is so many Ukrainian artists that I still have yet to discover, and so many styles or genres of music from non-established artists. I mean, look, I have covered the established artists, and they know who I am, and I know who they are, and I speak to them. I can speak to them on a regular basis on Instagram. The amazing support that I've got from Ukrainian artists, on the top A-list artists I'm talking about, which I have no right to be in around, but I'm here. So now what I'm trying to do, as you've seen, is anytime I'm going to react to Ukrainian artists, it's going to be established Ukrainian artists and a non-established Ukrainian artist. I just reacted to Philip. Please check out Philip. He's got like 1,003 subscribers, but the music is absolutely tremendous. Now, I do know that Kalish has just uploaded a song which I will be reacting to that tomorrow, and there is various other Ukrainian artists. I know that Tina Cow has uploaded a song as well. I've done and Leo. I'm waiting. I haven't heard anybody from Shumaya yet. He must be releasing something very, very soon. He's always on the ball. But yeah, so this is Zohan and Dogs. Is it Zohan? Zadan and Dogs, sorry. The track is called Rohan. So I have put the subtitles on there, but I very much doubt all the wordings will come up, so I need your help on this one. So look, without further ado, you know what we're here for. Great vocabs and a damn good video audio music. Can you dig it? Like the bike, dude. But how young is he?
Сьогодні дощить, а значить, беріть парасольки, а ми розпочинаємо наш ранок з бадьорої української
That's what I'm talking about. Young kids getting a job.
гарного настрою. Лишайтеся з нами.
Where's your bike gone? I knew it. He looked like that. That happens all over the world. Who took your bike, bro? Don't let that happen to you, bro. That's right. Punch harder, man. Oh, no way. You took that. You live for another day. He's going back out there. Yo, what? Look at that! He's not taking it. But that bass was back with the nails.
Там, де межа, де горить окружна, така тривожна, дивовижна, затяжна. Там сонце сходить над ринковим кварталом. Там віра верховодить над баблом і капіталом. Дорога праведника довга і терниста. Мають хоругви над брамами міста.
Resources.
Ми всі з Рогані, а ми тут на Рогані. Не хороші, не погані. Не те, що ми готові і не те, що ми прохані. Наші квартали не місце для погані.
He's got more of his voice. Well, the guy sent it on eBay. Now he's meeting up to buy the bike. I like the way how they've done it in front of the building. He's showing, look, there's still kids about, and this is happening. Like the way to battle, to the front line to battle. Plan of defense, plan of action.
Ми всі з Рогані, а ми тут на Рогані. Не хороші, не погані. Не те, що ми готові і не те, що ми прохані. Наші квартали не місце для погані. Ми всі місцеві, ми всі з Рогані, а ми тут на Рогані. Не хороші, не погані. Не те, що ми готові і не те, що ми прохані. Наші квартали не місце для погані.
Okay, bro. He's gonna... You guys hospital, aren't you? You guys hospital. You got beaten up by kids.
Зоря, всім подорожні. Сумління не повинне бути зайвим і порожнім. Твориться добро міцними кулаками. З нашими дітьми і нашими жінками. Ми всі місцеві, ми всі з Рогані.
To be continued, I guess.
Рогані не хороші, не погані.
You think I'll
Не те, що ми готові і не те, що ми прохані. Наші квартали не місце для погані.
Love the storyline. So that was Jadan and Dogs, the track Rohan. I love the theme story about it. In normal times, you get a boy get bullied and he runs home and he tells his mum or he tells his parents and the parents go and sort it out. Back in the days, and when I'm talking about back in days, maybe like in 1980, 1990, it was a case of that you dealt with that your own. And the only person that's going to be knocking at your door will be the policeman bringing you home, telling your parents what you've done and what you've got up to. You know, it was one of those, everybody defended their own selves or got their mates to jump in and help. And that was, for me, a reminiscence of the 1980s and the 1990s. I mean, nowadays, you know, year 2000, that will never kind of happen. It will be almost a fight to the death in anything like that happens. And it's a pity that we have come that far where, you know, the two hands is no longer required when it comes to a street fight. It goes much more elaborate than that. It goes straight into, you know, this fight to the death almost. And it's cringing. It really is cringing, especially it's cringing for parents. No parents want to see their kids come home with a bruised lip or even worse a factor. I mean, the dads will mostly see the bruised lip and say, right, go back out there, son, and you know, make sure you come back smiling. You know, don't come back in the house defeated. You know, that kind of lesson. And I feel that this particular boy has, you know, the school of hard knocks. You know, no matter how... You saw him, look, someone took his bike and he went up there and he punched the kid in his stomach. It had no effect to the other kid. And that kid punched him in his face and he dropped on the floor. He got back up. He got back up and he said, right, that's it. And that is, like, missing nowadays. I like this. I like what it represents. Even though it's a bit of violence, but the moral of the story altogether, I like that. It's got 999,000 views. This should be much more than that. It was released the 19th of September. So what, a couple of days ago, about 3 days ago? It should easily reach 500. For me, 500,000 easily within that period of time, just because of what it represented. And I like the fact that around the building, they're not hiding the fact of what the labour of war is depicting. These kids live there, and where they live, rockets has hit the buildings. It must be residents where they or children like them lived before. This is still their playground, and they have to witness these things with the risk of another one going past them. You know, these kids were there. So even though they're in the music video as in actors doing this thing, there's somewhat realistic nature to this, because you see the surroundings. You know, it's not good for children. It really isn't. It's toughening up the kids, and it's making them grow up much more faster than they should ought to be. You know, there isn't any playgrounds for them no more. I salute you. Boom.
Вітер зоря, всім подорожнім, сумління не повинне бути зайвим і порожнім. Твориться добро міцними кулаками, з нашими дітьми і нашими жінками.